Ladies and gentlemen, please be upstanding for the bridal party. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's a pleasure to welcome you to Pine Ridge Golf Club and a very special welcome to Robert and Deborah on this, their wedding day. My name is Naomi and it's a privilege to conduct the ceremony this afternoon. This is my colleague Nicola, who will be registering the marriage. Ladies and gentlemen, please all take your seats. Robert and Deborah have asked you to witness their marriage vows and to share with them the happiness of this very special occasion. And as no legal objection has been declared against this ceremony, it may now take place. Now, although your guests know you very well, the law requires that you both fully identify yourself. So, Robert, may I have your full name, please?
Robert Hughes.
Thank you. And Deborah, your full name, please?
Deborah Ann Lee.
The place in which you are now met has been duly sanctioned according to the law for the celebration of marriages. Before you are joined in matrimony, I have to remind you of the solemn and binding character of the vows you are about to make. Marriage, according to the law of this country, means the union of two people voluntarily entered into for life to the exclusion of all others. So I'm now going to ask each of you in turn to declare that there is no legal reason why you should not be married here today. And I'd please like to invite your witnesses to step forward, so Yvonne and Bob, if you'd like to come and stand by their side as they say their vows. Thank you. It's always the groom that goes first, Robert. All right? And all I need you to do is to reply, I am, to the question. Are you, Robert Hughes, free lawfully to marry Deborah Ann Lee?
I am.
Are you, Deborah Ann Lee, free lawfully to marry Robert Hughes?
I am.
And now the solemn moment has come for Robert and Deborah to contract their marriage vows, and this will actually unite you both as husband and wife. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you can, please be upstanding. Which you'll stay right there. That's lovely. Thank you very much. Okay. Again, Robert, for you to go first, please just repeat these words. I, Robert Hughes.
I, Robert Hughes.
Take you, Deborah Ann Lee.
Take thee, Deborah Ann Lee.
To be my wedded wife.
To be my wedded wife.
Perfect. Okay, now your turn. I, Deborah Ann Lee.
I, Deborah Ann Lee.
Take you, Robert Hughes.
Take you, Robert Hughes.
To be my wedded husband.
To be my wedded husband.
Well done, all done, well done. Ladies and gentlemen, please all take your seats. Face me. That's lovely. Okay, well done. So we now come to the exchange of rings. We have a very special ring bearer, so Carter. So smart. Okay, so the giving and receiving of a wedding ring is the traditional way of sealing your marriage contract. It's the outward sign of the love you share and the commitment you are making to each other. So Carter, can you please pass Robert Deborah's ring? Deborah's ring to Carter. Speak to Robert. Lovely. Face each other. And if you'd like to take her left hand, place the ring on the ring finger, all the way down. That's lovely. Hold your hands. That's great. And you're saying these words to Deborah. Deborah, I give you this ring
Deborah, I give you this ring
as a symbol of our marriage
as a symbol of our marriage,
and as a token of my love.
as a token of my love.
Well done. Face each other. Take his left hand, place the ring on the ring finger. That's perfect. All the way down. Carry on holding his hands. That's great. And again, you're saying these words to Robert. Robert, with this ring,
Robert, with this ring,
I give you as a symbol of our
I
marriage
give you this symbol of our marriage
and as a token of my love.
and as a token of my love.
Well, thank you very much. Carter, fantastic job. Ably assisted by Matthew. Please take your seats. Thank you very much. So, Robert and Deborah, you have made a statement to those around you of the relationship you wish to cherish and share. A strong marriage is formed by love and friendship, by learning to compromise and to care for one another. This is the core of your marriage and the reason you are here. And today marks a new beginning for you both as husband and wife. Our wish for you is that you always treat each other as unique individuals, respect each other's ideas, suggestions and traditions, and remind yourselves often as to what brought you here together today. Because these celebrations are just the start of a lifetime of precious memories. Now, you've made the declarations that are required by law, you've made a solemn and binding contract in the presence of your witnesses, your lovely friends and family here today. So it therefore gives me great pleasure to announce that from this day forward, you are now husband and wife. You may kiss your bride. I will let you know when you can step forward and get some photos of your own.
Sorry, carry on.
There's no music now.
Start singing then.
No, you never get it to stop.
Come on, sweetheart.
Be short and sweet, Rob.
That's enough.
For those who don't know you, me, I'm Matt, I am Rob's brother and best man.
Thank you. Rob has pretty much been...
Do it without me.
Let's do it without me.
So Rob has been pretty much unlucky until he met Debbie. He's been run over twice, attacked once, twice. He's had a major operation, and obviously wasn't paying enough to get rid of him. So I'm going to tell a little story of how much Rob loves Debbie. So we went on a family holiday to Egypt without Debbie, and we went for 2 weeks. And for these 2 weeks, he was moping. He was a lost soul. He didn't know what he was doing. He kept going around going, "Oh, I miss Debbie." Oh. And no one had a phone, so he couldn't even talk to her. Until right to the end of the holiday, someone did have a phone. And he eventually got there in the end. Isn't that right, guys? So anyway, through the holiday, he decided to drink throughout the night. And he met a bunch of Russians. And we know how much Rob likes his vodka. So we went to bed early. And about 2-3 o'clock in the morning, Rob?
About-ish.
Yeah. He comes in And oh my God, I've never seen so much sick in my life. And all I heard was splash, pitch blackness. And he goes, it's fine, I'll stick a towel on it. So in the morning, I just see a towel on the floor and sticking on the floor. It was horrid. And I said, why'd you do it, Rob? He's like, oh, I thought I could keep up with them. And I miss Debbie. Sorry, Rob, it had to come out. But no, Debbie, welcome to the family, officially.
Thank you.
Rob, you've been an amazing brother, and I'm honoured you had me as your best man today. And I wish you all the happiness. Raise a toast for the bride and groom.
Bride and groom.
Dave.
Rob, talk.
God, here we go.
Come on, Rob.
Give him a tissue.
That's enough, you know. Yeah.
Rob, that's enough, mate.
It is, it's alright.
Yeah, come on.
First off, thank you everyone for coming. Thank you, Matt. That was an interesting story, but thanks for telling it. I really appreciate that. I'm sure you'll all agree. Deborah's looking absolutely beautiful. Like, everybody, just give her a round of applause.
Yeah.
Thank her for becoming for turning up for a start, and making me the happiest man on earth, and that's no exaggeration. Matt is right. I had been a bit unlucky. I've been in some pretty dark places, and she brought me out of that light. Apart from my own family, that did help, but she truly did bring me into a place that I can really say I can't describe. There is one person actually I want to raise a toast to first off, which unfortunately isn't here anymore. I had the privilege of knowing for a few years, and I did manage to ask his permission to marry the most wonderful daughter on earth. Her father, Ray. I'd like to raise a toast for him, and I know he's watching us all, so to Ray.
Right.
I need that one. Right. I'd also like a massive thank you to family members that have come some distance to visit us, to see us on our day. We do massively appreciate that. Some have actually surprised us just yesterday, which shocked me. I hadn't seen certain individuals since I was a child, and it was a massive shock. And obviously people have travelled from all over the place to be here with us. And at the bottom of our heart, we do thank you all. Thanks so much. Lost the track of line. Sorry.
Start crying again, Rob.
No, not yet.
Stop it.
I won the bet already.
To the bridesmaids, to all the individuals that helped us out, set this venue up, Barbara, Teresa, Simon, Talia, just everyone. Kaz for doing the cake. It's absolutely, I'm sure people have seen the cake already. It's fantastic. She made that herself, and it's amazing. So thank you. A round of applause. There's also the ushers. They were brilliant. Bridesmaids were all gorgeous. Our little flower girl Tegan and Carter for standing beside us, helping us out. Yeah, good man. Mother-in-law for helping us out for the wedding, and my own parents. I mean, without you guys, we just couldn't have done it without any of you, to be honest. Everybody chipped in some way. And on behalf of me and my wife, I'd like to raise a toast to you all.
Cheers.
Just enjoy yourself.
If you can just bear with us, we're going to give out a few gifts for some people. So if you just bear with us.
Hold on. Isn't the father of the groom meant to say something?
Oh,
Yeah,
look.
come on.
of any
Why did you
obligations
come
now.
crying?
Tears of relief.
He's gone. Someone else in trouble now.
Yeah.
You'll still have them.
Can I have the
at
bridesmaids
weekends,
up,
though,
please? Tia,
unfortunately.
Megan, and
Who has it on Friday?
yeah, and we're also like Jade up as well, which was meant to be a bridesmaid, but unfortunately she couldn't. So can I please have Jade up as well? Right, Tia.
Poor little Jane.
That's Jade's.
She's just come in.
Just come in. Megan.
Come on, plop
Megan,
it up.
darling, thank you very much.
Well done.
There you go, Jade. We know how much you
Thank you. Get the logo up
Yeah,
first.
Tegan. Yeah, darling. Carter.
Supposed to see you smiling, eh?
Secretly, he smiled when he stood with Uncle Rob though. He didn't smile until he saw Uncle Rob. He's been miserable all day.
Auntie Sandy, please.
She's got this. She's got this. Yeah.
Alright.
You weren't there, I did.
You've got a massive one.
Show Daddy.
What do you fellas get?
Can I have Auntie Kaz and Barbara, please?
Kaz, get up there. I can see
Come on. Come on. Come on, aunties. My darling.
you. You've got a present.
I think I've had lots of presents made. There you go, my darling.
Let's have a look at the dinosaur egg then.
Ushers, please. Kieran, Connor, Dylan.
Deb, Rob. Yeah, thanks.
You're welcome.
Thanks a lot.
Your problem.
Your problem.
It's okay. Hey, you're welcome. You're welcome.
Yeah, wait, you'll see in a second.
Hey.
Is it my turn?
It is to my brother.
Where did that go? Good, something in the middle.
My culture. Sorry.
Robert, still waiting for mine.
Yeah, it's in the mail. Just checking. Yeah, it's on delivery. It's en route.
I'm sorry.
In green. Thank you, darling.
I can't get it open.
Mother-in-law.
You can keep hold of that one for the rest of the
Alright.
box, alright?
That's it. That's it. Right, everybody, please enjoy yourselves. Thank you again. Thanks for everything.
Thank you. Down the axe now, mate.
For sure. I am off limits now. That's it. Right, everybody just mingle.
I've got to go to the rock.
Bob's happy, I don't know what he got.
I don't have to go to the rock.
What did you get, Bob? Oh, right.